only object under my pillow nowadays is my phone. The tooth fairies leave it well alone. The waves keep them at bay, and so they no longer pay attention to my face as it sleeps, counting teeth. I now dreams of apps and their mystique. I like these worlds, one touch through to far away, searching where my feet don't have to land, linking strangers, swipe screen travels. I know the names stuffed into servers can be fake, made up, nicked, redefined characters. But I dream about pages, multiple choice interests, scrolling through books checked, films I want to remember to watch, the events maybe'd, favorite friend notifications, the groups to belong to, sink in. Pictures are moments our eyes didn't see. The views are of places they may never reach. We don't remember our sleep. In this world of dreams written, in moments of optimism, I am tagged to cloud tales, singing stories I believe to be of humor, of news, shared post, Insta heart, regram, retweet, hashtag courage, LinkedIn brain work, click, 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 I'm away, with birds chortling 140 characters, Simpson yellow face of grammar, cartoon animations of existence, the effort of living is not displayed. Tears electrocute our devices, cloud store, iNet, court. The fairies need an upgrade. Black and white, needle-like. They can't vibrate to wake us. They aren't in our faces, so we don't notice them anymore. A fairy has been Googled. It didn't make it viral. We are immune. The sparks in our eyes are filtered and hazed, delete, retake. The first and only time I dreamt of losing a tooth was 7 days ago. And then I saw a forgotten pound. And then I ran my tongue round my mouth, pulled out my phone from my pillow and tweeted. I worry that when I wake, I forget I've been dreaming, because nowadays my phone is the first thing I believe in. Hi everyone, so my name's, thank you. It's so great to be here, thanks for having me. I'm a poet, as Dean mentioned, and this talk is, I thought I'd rely on my strengths. Public speaking, I tend to go off on tangents and talk about things that aren't what I should be talking about in that moment, like right now. So I'm going to be reading 3 poems, and each of them kind of touch on the theme of technology. And so that poem was written as a commission for the Free Word Centre in Farringdon for an event that was called Trust, New Technology and Young People. And I work with a lot of young people, through poetry and workshops. And 2 projects that I'll mention now are the agency and Talking Doorsteps. So the agency is a methodology that was devised by this guy called Marcus Faustini in the favelas of Brazil. And he wanted to empower young people to see themselves as creative entrepreneurs within their communities, within their territories, to see themselves as protagonists of their own lives. And he believes that visibility is key to that. So that these young people need to be seen, they need to be heard, get journalists on it, tweet, Facebook, YouTube, be visible, let your ideas and desires be visible. And this project has come over to the UK, and I facilitate the Battersea one, and it's also in Manchester at Contact Theatre. And we use technology, we're trying to challenge young people to utilize these devices, not just kind of play games on them, but how can you use this to share your opinions and share your world with the global community. The other project, Talking Doorstep, is an online digital project where a poet goes across to another country and talks with a group of young people about home, how they see home. And then we write poems, memorize them, choose a location, film it, and upload it onto the internet so that everyone can see. You can watch these videos online and hear what people from across the world are saying about home. A lot of it is quite similar to how we see it, which is always good to know that it's not so different on the other side of the world. And so I went to South Africa to do talking doorsteps, and it was incredible. I got to work with Word and Sound and Slipnet. I spent a week in Joburg and a week in Cape Town. And this project is set up with Roundhouse, and the British Council supported it. And while I was there, I wrote a poem, but it started as an email. And often when I travel, I kind of keep loads of things in my head and just kind of try and stay in the moment, but sometimes you just have to get things out to someone who knows you really well, and internet is really great to do that. So this is a poem called To Miss Ruby Wild at me.com, and that's not her real email, so don't copy it. To Miss Ruby Wild at me.com. It is winter in South Africa. I knew this, but I didn't think it would be cold enough to shiver. The wind cuts like London, but clearer. There are less cars here. Parking seems to be easy. You pull up anywhere and a man in fluorescent pops out. He protects your car for rands, as many as you can give him. I'm not sure that this is an official job. I was expecting extreme here, and it is in a way. When we were driving up to the Joburg, it looked like a 1980s futurist design. Dirty ice grey blocks piled on top close together. Like, how do you get in? Ring roads all around and over each other. Double-decker flyovers. It's crazy to see. I took a picture. It doesn't quite capture it. The energy, the chaos, the taxis, craft beer trendiness, the construction, builders recycling, the art. Photos never do. We are staying in the Easy Hotel. Pip's got cockroaches, so I like my room the best. We've not stopped moving since we got here. The workshops began yesterday. Workshop plan. Intro. Who am I? Where did I come from? Why are we doing this? What is home? Where can I find it? So, who are you? Let's perform. Pass the air. See it become something. Change it with your hands. Believe in that change. Pass that belief on. Speed right. What is home like for you here? Where do you live? And where is that? Gated communities? What are the suburbs? Where are the townships? What's it like to grow there? To MissRubyWild at me.com. I took you out last night, and we had a sick time. I brought the Virgin Mary you brought me, and my gosh, did we boogie in Soweto. Those South Africans know how to party. Everything kitted out to the max. I got my nails painted and a t-shirt made for free. I didn't get the green Sprite rucksack, the poisonous goodie bag. It made me think of divide and conquer. I was jealous and in hope. Now I'm in Stellenbosch, a university town near to Cape Town. It's where the apartheid was fought up, and 7 of the 8 prime ministers during apartheid studied here. It stinks of it. It's everywhere. The trees breathe it. I see it in the workers. The workers. I'm calling them workers. Here for 9 hours, and it's got my words. I've time-traveled with a smartphone. Cars rattle the windows. The toilet water wouldn't stop earlier. I didn't want to drink the water from the tap. Its structure is Joburg's Black Night, Stellenbosch's fear. The trees speak different here. I'm stood under a punishment tree. Saw the stump, chopped at the front, the palm tree whip lines. These do not tell age. These do not lend themselves to writers. I do not know the names of the slaves, the men, the women sold by these trees on this patch of green which has no sign, no remembrance. To MissRubyWild at me.com. Stellenbosch is not Stellenbosch, it's actually called Stellenbosch. I called it Strasbosch in the workshop. The kids laughed and told me what it is. Also, there were 7 prime ministers, not 8, but the ratio is the same. Where is home on your body? Where would your bedroom be? The naughty step on the foot because no one cares about those. And what about your heart kitchen, lung garden? What objects, what feelings, Where would you place them? Impatient legs, magnetic souls, wipe your feet at my throat. This pub has a tree whose branches are a matted roof. The trees here aren't comfortable. Here they have cancer. Sometimes I think this world has cancer. Bad cells not deleting each other. I'm thinking that cancer is the deformation of the universe, where antimatter wins. We spoke of oceans and how the Indian and Atlantic meet at Cape Point. I saw this as a metaphor. Taz said, our beautiful mountains capture water. It's the best to drink. These mountains know how to cry. I feel like I'm on a fault line, like the two oceans swim separately under these mountains, like the mountains have been swept up by force and forced to sit here for tourist photos, picture in peace, not able to capture it. To MissRubyWild@me.com. Stay focused on the present. The only boundary is our breath, so keep breathing. Deep from the roots. These trees aren't talking right here. We will breathe their growth. I'm coming home tomorrow and I'm thinking, what if the whole world were to breathe at the same pace? Thanks. So, So I use poetry to reach out, to talk about loads of things, and a lot of I'm constantly responding to stimuli, and a lot of the things that I'm responding to are things I see on the internet when I'm meant to be writing, and I'm clicking away article, videos. And so the internet aspires to be a global community, and it's great for discussion. And I've used this internet to discuss some things. And one poem that I wrote was a response to a Lily Allen video. It kind of got me thinking about how this topic of feminism, how we talk about it, because there are the perils of the universe where you get trolled if you are too vocal about things. And there's a great number of brilliant people, and you'll hear from some later, who have the knowledge that we need to protect ourselves on the internet. And there's great movements out there like Elevate Festival in Austria, which are stimulating this discussion to make sure that this knowledge of how to protect ourselves from trolls and those horrible dark forces on the internet. And one occasion where the woman got death threats for wanting a female face on money. 21st century. And so this final poem is a response to that. And I've uploaded it, but it also works quite nicely in person. And it's called How to Be a Feminist. If I was to become a politician, this would be my opening speech. Slight disclaimer, I haven't done everything in this. Might have witnessed it. And it's got 2 swear words in, so cover your ears. Sorry. How to be a feminist. Want what I haven't got. Wear what I want. Short skirts, low tops, high heels. Fuck the twat that said not to wear high heels so the creepy shadow man can't hear me. They are a weapon. And if my knees and hips weren't so bad, I would wear them more often because high heels are boom. And it is mainly because of the walk and the click they make. Love women who own their bodies and their rights and their homes and their cars or their bus pass. Let armpit hair grow free. Shave and wax and epilate when the friction becomes an irritant. Paint nails. Don't hide the chip. Wear deodorant, but don't look like I do. Be invisible. Don't be invisible. Hate women when they decide they don't agree with me. Hate myself. When nobody notices me, love my sexy body. Have sex. Don't apologize. Be free. Sleep with boyfriends, male friends, friends of friends, cheaters and foreigners, liars and dealers, drummers and rappers, players and professionals, but don't feel like a whore. get drunk, and fuck everyone. At the same time. At TEDxBrighton. Wake up and then leave them. Before breakfast, if possible. If not, don't wash the dishes. Never wash the dishes. Until there are no more clean dishes. Love men who carry bags and pay for things and go down and cook and listen and agree, hate dicks when they decide they don't want to be with us. Or turn into giant ass black holes that want to suck our matter in to fart their gas out. Fart. Belch. Don't giggle. Stern face. Subtweet and avoid confrontation. Bitch. Don't use the word bitch unless chanting a hip-hop song. Don't let anyone use the word bitch unless quoting a male rapper. Call Beyonce, Rita, Rihanna, and Lily my bitches because they obviously don't mind. Become a role model. Be a feminist. Never stop changing. Don't forget. Let go. Forgive. Expect whistles and slow cars. Accept, but don't slow for them. Boast in conversations over every sound. Think before you speak. Create judgment, answer, retweet, form an army of followers, unfollow unfollowers, lead, be strong, be happy, be thin, run, date and be grateful. Don't piss on the seat. Don't sit on the seat. Wipe the piss off the seat. Hate shiwis, stand for squatting. Demand safe night toilets for women. Don't be embarrassed by your tampon. Pay for your period. Buy stress. Follow trends. Try shiwis. Hate streetlights. Laugh loudly and shout. Fall over other women. Scrabble to stand tall. Be opinionated. Get an opinion. Buy it with the second round of rosé and sambuca shots. Be intelligent, witty, pretty, sharp, judgmental, blunt. Possess an opinion. Get noticed through it. Throw it up like regurgitated 3 a.m. chips on a bus falling out of a sexy dress and high heels at everyone. Hashtag get home safe. It's your right to get home safe. Write it. It is your right to get home safe. But don't read the comments. Never read the comments. Thank you very much for having me.